We have an earlier spin-out accident, Highway 610 westbound on the exit ramp to Highway 169. We've got a stall 35W southbound at 66th Street on the right and a stall 94 westbound at Snelling on the right shoulder. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $175 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends 2/1. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
Nothing demure about it. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
We are here to put a little balm on your wounds from watching the Vikings game last night. If you were like me, you probably went to bed when it was like, oh, God, they suck.
It was brutal.
It was brutal. And you know what? I looked for waiting all day for a Sunday night.
Woo! The Carrie Underwood version?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's my
I waited
favorite.
all day for Sunday night, and I was bitterly disappointed.
Yeah.
Bitterly disappointed.
It was pretty rough.
Yeah.
I did watch most of it myself.
Packers also had a rough day yesterday, too. Jenny's a Packers fan.
They did. I'm still supporting them. I'm wearing some gear today, but yeah, it was not good. I really thought we had it, and then we didn't.
I will say, as a New Jerseyan, my Eagles did great last night.
I hate the Eagles. I know.
I thought you said my ego did great last night. We're like, yeah,
No,
Mom,
they did
we
too,
know.
yeah.
No,
That's always doing great. Cha-ching.
It is KDWB. Good morning. It is the Mondayest Monday of the year because now we are back to work for real.
It's Monday.
It is a Monday. It's cold. It's dark outside. But you know what? The days are slowly getting a little bit longer. Not warmer, but a little bit longer.
If you need a little more energy, I do want to let you know Holiday Station Stores does still have a deal going on with their Monster Energy drinks where you buy 2 get 1 free of their 16 ounces. So I feel like I need that today. I told Dave I had the worst night of sleep of my life last night.
Of your life. You didn't get to bed till 1.
Pretty much.
Till sleep
Yeah.
until 1.
I went a little ham on this cheese taco dip something that one of Andrew's friends brought over last night, and then I was not feeling well when I went to bed, so I could not sleep.
That is rough because when you get up at 4:30 in the morning like we do, that is kind of a rough thing. I'm going to tell you, I got a couple of things. First of all, something that you need to know about, the ultimate ticket. We'll tell you about that in about 5 minutes. But if you notice, it's kind of quiet because Bailey is not in the studio this morning.
Right.
Okay? Bailey is here.
Well, right now she's
we
not,
sent her on a fake errand. Because I'm going to do something kind of devious, and I feel a little bit bad about this. But I don't feel that bad. Bailey cannot keep a secret. So we're setting her up. And don't tell her, if you're her friend, don't text her and don't tell her anything about this. Bailey can't keep a secret. So we're going to give her a fake secret and see how long it takes for Bailey to start blabbing to Jenny or Vaunt or Rich or Fallon or Mama Rhonda because she can't keep a secret. I'll tell you an example. A couple of weeks ago, I was telling Bailey off the air, she can't hear us right now. She's downstairs doing a fake errand.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, my niece keeps reaching out to me to borrow money. And I don't respond to her because I don't want to be that person that she always turns to for money. And so later that day, and I said, Bailey, don't tell anybody. It's between us. Later that day, her mother calls me and says, here's what I do when relatives reach out for money. And I'm like, did Bailey tell you? And she's like, yeah, was she not supposed to? And I said, well, yeah, I would have preferred she didn't. And then I also told Bailey, I said, Susan didn't like one of her presents for Christmas. And she didn't. It was a bad gift. I said, but don't tell anybody. Later that day, Vaunt is telling me, so Susan didn't like that cape thing that you got? Because Bailey can't keep a secret.
Yeah. I have an example, too. When I got the camper van, I didn't talk about it for a couple of weeks. And I had told Bailey, but I was like, I'm not really talking about it yet, just because whatever. And then the next thing I know, when I brought it up, Vaunt came in like he had all this knowledge about it already, even though I hadn't publicly spoken about it. And I was like, wait, how did you know? And apparently Bailey told him about it, too.
That's you guys' problem. That y'all are so open telling everybody everything. After y'all tried to trick me with a dog treat, you made me eat a dog treat and y'all were eating some fake thing. I don't trust any of you bitches. So I'm not telling Bailey anything.
Okay. Now, I don't blame you. Don't. But see, we're kind of like a family. We're like the second family here. And you should be able to tell. I can tell Jenny that. Just like when Fallon worked here, Fallon and I knew the deepest, darkest secrets about each other. That was disgusting. So now we love Bailey. Don't get me wrong. We love her and she's funny and she's like a delight and she's energetic and all that, but she can't keep a secret. So this morning, she can't hear me right now. Remember this. I gave her a fake secret and I said, don't tell anybody this, but I trust you. Don't tell anybody this. The fake secret is, and she swore she wouldn't, is Susan and I are thinking about going to a swingers party.
Ooh,
now, we're not.
that's a good one.
Are you
We're
sure?
not.
Are you sure?
I would. Susan never would.
Okay. At least you're honest.
I wouldn't be invited. So I said, don't tell anybody. But I said, we've been talking about it over the holidays. We're thinking about trying to find a swingers party. And she's like, oh, are you serious? I said, yeah, but don't tell anybody. So when she comes back, just act like, we talked about the Vikings or whatever.
Yeah.
She'll ask, what did we talk about? We talked about the Vikings. But we're going to test Bailey to see whether she will blab this secret, and we'll check in tomorrow morning. And I will check in with you, Jenny.
Okay.
And I will check in with you, Vaughn, to see whether Bailey blabbed this secret within 24 hours. If she didn't, we'll do it again on Wednesday and see how long she can keep this secret.
I feel kind of bad, but also maybe she'll learn a lesson from this if she's telling people.
Do you know somebody who can't be besides Bailey? Fallon had trouble keeping a secret, too. A little bit, but some certain things she did not.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely people I don't tell things to in my life, but I feel like I'm the person that people tell their secrets to because I'm pretty good at keeping secrets. I know quite a few things. I'm definitely the person people in my family confide in because they know I'm not going to go blab to the other person. I also live out of state, so it's not as much fun for me.
I gotcha.
You know?
People usually confide in me, not you guys necessarily. You do kind of, but people confide in me. I know so many cheating listeners. It's like, yeah, well, my husband and I haven't been getting along, so I've been blah 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 blah. I'm like, why are you telling me this? So recap here really quick, because then we're going to do the ultimate ticket in a second. We gave Bailey a fake secret. It's not Bash on Bailey Day. We love Bailey. She just can't keep a secret. So I planted a fake secret before we went on the show this morning about 6. I said, Susan and I are thinking about going to a swingers party. And she's like, oh, I won't tell anybody. Don't worry. So tomorrow we'll check in. And if she tells Vaughn or Jenny, you guys got to let us know on the radio. Okay. That's it. So she comes back in. She'll probably come back in during the commercials. So just don't, if you're Bailey's friend, don't text and tell her, because that'll blow the whole thing.
Or anybody. Don't text and tell her.
Yes, don't do that. Okay, so just keep it to ourselves. And we'll talk about this tomorrow. Right now, though, super cool. We're going to make an announcement for the ultimate ticket on KDWB. This is super cool. I'll explain it a couple of times. It is definitely worth checking out.
101.3 KDWB is kicking off 2025 in a big way by hooking you up with our KDWB Ultimate Ticket. Score tickets to the hottest KDWB shows in the Twin Cities. Imagine seeing Post Malone, Tate McRae, Kendrick Lamar and SZA,
They not like us.
Teddy Swims, Charlie XCX, and more. And all for free. The best part is you're never more than 30 minutes away from winning, with your first chance to win every weekday morning at 7:10 with the Dave Ryan Show. The KDWB Ultimate Ticket from the Twin Cities' #1 hit music station.
Okay, so the way this works is you're never more than 30 minutes away from winning the KDWB Ultimate Ticket. You can score tickets to see the hottest KDWB shows in the Twin Cities. I'm just going to play some clips of some of the shows coming this year. You're going to win tickets to in the Ultimate Ticket. You ready? Here we go.
Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
All right, so tell me how this contest works, Jenny, just so we make sure we get this right, because I want to make sure everybody has a chance to win this.
So we have the beautiful talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app. We talk about it all the time, and you're going to go into the iHeartRadio app. You're going to hit that little microphone button, and you're going to give the keyword. And we do have a new keyword each time we play this, so you got to keep listening. And all you have to do is say who you want to see in concert, why you're pumped, and the keyword. And it's pretty simple. It'll take you 10 seconds.
And so we have a keyword right now?
Yes.
We have a keyword right now. The keyword is concert.
Yep.
Which is perfect. Okay. So you will go on the iHeartRadio app, tap that red microphone button, and say, it's kind of informal. It's like, hey, this is Jill. The key word is concert, and I want to see Post Malone, something like that. As long as we know you've got the keyword, you're in. Every 30 minutes?
Every 30 minutes.
Shut the front door. Seriously? Shut. It's a lot of tickets. It's a lot of tickets. Where are we getting all these tickets?
You know, we got a little storage room in the back filled with them,
There's a guy with
stacked
a cart.
high.
There's a what?
There's a guy with a card out back.
Okay. If you want to do it, then keep listening to the keyword right now. Let's make you the first winner. Keyword is concert. Go on the iHeartRadio app, tap that red microphone button, say anything you want to include, as long as it includes the word concert. Like, hey, this is Bailey. I'm from Minneapolis, and I want to go see, I don't know, Kendrick Lamar. Keyword is concert. Boom, you're done. You're in. Do that now. Good luck. We'll be right back. 1 hour commercial free. Murder Monday. You like true crime? We got it for you coming up next. Murder Monday is like a little mini mystery in 2 parts next.
101.3 KDWB.
From the Custom One, MN.com Weather Center.
Temperatures are going to be a little bit warmer by the end of the week, but staying pretty chilly the next few days. Partly sunny, a high of 19 today. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 21.
This report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Get your favorite produce at Whole Foods Market. Get large Hass avocados for $1.79 each with Prime through January 7th. Mashed or sliced, it's a must-have addition to sandwiches, salads, burrito bowls.
All basically trading stories from the holidays, kind of like when you come back to work with your coworkers, you're trading stories like, oh, Jill, what did you do on vacation? Or, Max, what did you do on vacation? So Bailey's sister did something that we need to discuss, but I'm not going to bring it up.
Okay. No, I can bring it up.
Yeah.
So I think this is what happened. I didn't ask her directly, but my sister got news over the break that her cat that she's had for years and years and years, she's like 16 years old, that she had cancer, some kind of like liver cancer. I don't know what it is. So she found that out because she sent like a group text to my family to tell us about her cat. And then the next few days, and this was before like school was out, but she was clearly not going to work, like, because she was available during the day. I was like, are you not at work right now? And she'd be like, no. So I think she took time off of work to be upset about her cat passing away, even though her cat hasn't died yet. She's just sick. So they have this cat on like medication and everything. But to me, like if my cat died, I would probably take the day off that my cat died.
Yeah.
But her cat didn't die, just got bad news, and then she took off significant amount of time to like be upset about it. And I don't know if that's normal or not.
Now that is a little bit weird to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so, but because you said when I brought it up to you that if Josie died, you would take the day off.
Oh, I would absolutely take a day off. Yeah,
Right.
I'm not going to come into work. I mean, she's my girl.
Right.
I've had her for 16 years.
And I totally get like, wanting to mourn your pet on the day or like the day after you have to like put them down
But
or something.
not when you find out that they're sick.
Right.
Yeah.
Which she was like, I want to spend as much time with my cat right now as I can and soak it up as much as, because my sister's got a very big heart. She's a very emotional lady. So I can totally see her doing it. I just was like, that seems like a weird choice.
A little bit, yeah.
What is a significant amount of time?
Like how long she's had this cat?
No, how long did she take off for?
I feel like at least 2, if not 3 days.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Especially like, I don't know where Madison works.
Yeah.
Some of us don't get a lot of time off to start with. So like, God forbid when the cat does die, what are you going to do?
You don't get bereavement time for a pet. I mean, I think if you have a good boss, she's going to let you have the time off. Like, oh, my cat dies. Like, hey, take a day off.
Right.
That's fine.
And
But
that's
you
what
don't
I would
really,
think.
Yeah, you don't really get 3 or 4 days for a pet.
Right.
Although you might want it.
And I don't think if she did take those days off, because I'm pretty sure she did. If she did, I doubt she was like, well, I just found out my cat is dying, so I can't come into work today. So she just probably was like, I can't come in.
Not coming in, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm sick or something. So thought that was weird. A little bit weird.
Your family is a strange group.
My family?
Yeah, that's what I said.
My family?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Your
Pull out the
family,
guns.
David.
Here we go.
Are we going to play
Let's
Whose
go.
Family is Weirder Bingo?
Pull out the guns.
Which one? Let's play a little game.
Yeah.
Who has a relative that's in prison for life?
Yeah.
Well, that would be me.
That would be Dave.
Interesting.
I
I
spent-
don't.
Right.
I spent probably 2 hours the other day ordering in magazines and books.
Yeah, what kind of magazines?
TV Weekly. I'm not making this up. Not TV Guide, TV Weekly. And
Yeah.
then a bunch of Lord of the Rings,
Ooh.
philosophy kind of books. Yeah.
Cool. That sounds fun.
That's nice of
Oh,
you.
okay.
That's so nice.
Who's got a sister that, let's see.
Well, I got one.
What?
Who's got a friend that collects remains of, what is it, cats? Or
Yeah.
No, just-
teeth?
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
I have
weirder.
a friend, but that's my friend. That's not even my
A
family.
close friend, though. It's a close friend. Could be considered family.
Yeah, she is like family. Yeah, she does collect teeth. But that makes her interesting, quirky,
No.
different.
That makes her frightening.
Yes. She's not getting in my car.
No.
We ever go somewhere together.
No, No. Aren't your siblings weird, Dave?
No, that my siblings, some of them are, some of them are not.
Yeah. Would you say the majority?
I would say some of them are, some of them are not.
That's a confirmation.
Yeah, my
That's
sister
a yes.
did fall into a manhole.
So, well, doesn't that happen to us all?
No, it does not. Hey, I just want to let you know, this is, because it is such a powerful, sad, awful thing when you lose a pet. Intern John that used to work on this show, he's got a little guy named Chewy, and Chewy was 15 years and 10 months old.
Is this a dog?
Little Chihuahua.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for asking. And Chewy died a couple of days ago. And I feel so bad for Intern John. Intern John is like one of those people that's like, he's got a very boisterous, loud, confident kind of persona, but he's a really nice guy. And he's not married and he doesn't have kids. And his little guy died.
Yeah, and Chewy
so,
went through so many different phases of his life because I think he got Chewy after he left here because he went to Iowa to do radio for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think Chewy was where he got, that's where he got Chewy. And so then he's gone through every other phase of his life since then, which has been a lot for John because he's now hosting a morning show in D.C. And so I know Chewy was his buddy. I texted him to say I'm sorry because it's so hard to lose a pet.
It really is. Yeah, if you follow Intern John Radio, he's still called Intern John, even though he's 35 years old.
And the host.
You can see him on Instagram.
Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have no accidents and no delays. We have construction on 94 westbound from Mounds to Highway 52 on the right shoulder till next spring. Highway 610 eastbound, it's down to one lane from 94 to Maple Grove Parkway till next spring. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new crispy chicken nuggets are full of surprises. All white meat chicken breaded in crispy tortilla chips with Hidden Valley Fire Ranch sauce, blending Taco Bell Fire sauce and Hidden Valley Ranch flavors. The new crispy chicken nuggets, available at participating stores, limited time only while supplies last.
Hey, it's Nikki Glazer. So I just hosted the Golden Globes, and let me tell you, as the host of Hollywood's Biggest Party, I'm here to overshare everything that went down Sunday. The vibe, the behind-the-scenes stories that didn't make the cut, and what it was like roasting an audience full of Hollywood's biggest stars. Yes. All of that and more will be covered. You know I'm going to spill the tea on my podcast, so if you want to hear all the details, listen to the Nikki Glazer podcast on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search the Nikki Glazer podcast and start listening.
Worldwide on the iHeartRadio app. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
KDWB.
Killer Radio.
True crime. The Dave Ryan Show's Murder Monday.
It was a warm and sunny evening outside of Portland, Oregon in September of 1986. It was a Sunday, and commuters were driving west on Highway 26, also known as the Sunset Highway. The highway travels up and down through western Oregon. Commuters drive over and through mountainsides surrounded by pine trees which sit like skyscrapers. It's about 8:30 at night when a man comes around the bend. The trees are blocking any light from the sun, so he had his headlights on, and he notices a few cars swerve from the left lane into the right lane. He thought at first they were doing this for an animal or something, but you can see there's a van. Its nose is off the road while the back of the van is still on the road. He decides to pull over, grabs some road flares to warn other drivers, and heads to the vehicle to help. At first glance, it looked like the driver of the vehicle had been unfamiliar with the winding turns in the area, maybe over-adjusted and drived into the barrier. The Toyota was still running and was perpendicular to the highway, its front bumper tapping the road barrier over and over. The van kept on running forward because the victim's purse was now stuffed onto the accelerator. The driver's body was in the passenger seat. Her legs near the van's gear shift. The scene was bloody, and the driver seemed to be a woman. In the back of the vehicle, there were 3 empty car seats. He could see a large, egg-sized welt protrude from her eye, so he grabbed her wrist. Nothing. No pulse. When police arrived at the crash scene, they found her ID, and they were pretty sure the woman laying on the ground was Cheryl Keaton. Cheryl Keaton was a lawyer and mother of 3. She was from the area, so it was strange that she would have gotten into an accident or lost control of her vehicle because the roads were clear that day, and as investigators began to try and piece together the puzzle of what happened, they quickly realized that this was not a normal accident, but a murder where police had very little to go on. because at the scene there was no weapon, no bloody clothing, and no telltale trail of blood. Soon afterwards, police found out that Cheryl Keaton was in the middle of a bitter divorce from her ex-husband and father of their 3 children. His name is Brad Cunningham, a successful banker and real estate investor that was also known to have a type of charisma that makes people feel like they're floating on air when near him. As a lawyer, Cheryl did quite well for herself and claims that there are very few men like Bradley. Men that wouldn't be intimidated by her intelligence or income. After the accident, police contacted Bradley about her death. They hadn't even told him the cause when he blurted out, "Was it a traffic accident?" He claims that she called the night of her murder, claiming that she was running a little late. He said that was fine because the children were watching The Sword and the Stone. Cheryl called again about an hour later and said that she was going to be coming to his apartment to pick up the children, but never arrived. Now, I know what you're thinking. It makes total sense that Bradley Cunningham was a suspect. I mean, it was her ex. They hadn't gotten along for quite a while, but there was no evidence to back up this theory. It was possible. And then police found out that she called someone else besides her ex that evening. Who she called that night and how it eventually convicted her killer is next. Cheryl Keaton was a mother of 3 and a lawyer who was splitting from her husband, the father of her children, in September of 1986. It was a Sunday evening when a passing motorist found her van. It appeared to have lost control and driven off the road into a wall. Cheryl seemed to die immediately, but then police started to check out her injuries, and this wasn't a normal accident scene. There was too much blood, and a lot of that blood was already dry. It showed that she had been bludgeoned and hit over 20 times. Cheryl's ex was Bradley Cunningham. He was an obvious suspect, the father of the 3 children, They had been split for some time, and their relationship was nothing short of volatile. Bradley was a successful entrepreneur and real estate investor in the area, and on the surface, he was a catch. But below the surface, it was another story. Bradley revealed himself to be an opportunist, adulterer, thief, and stalking predator. Cheryl Keaton was Bradley Cunningham's fourth wife. And while she never got the opportunity, the three others told the same story of his abuse. He was romantic at first, but he would eventually turn, and it would turn him into doing things that were unthinkable. From freezing bank accounts, disconnecting phones, changing locks, vandalizing property, stealing vehicles. A court psychologist later determined that Bradley was a narcissist and a sadist, lacking any conscience, and was somehow comforted by cruelty. He abandoned one of his wives, who was 6 months pregnant at the time, but not wanting to pay child support, sued for custody before the child was born, and showed up at the hospital the day after his wife gave birth. At the hospital, he said that he heard that he had a daughter, and then informed the wife that he just had her car repossessed. Cheryl was even warned about Bradley by Bradley's mother. He had quite the spell over her. After that spell was finally broken, she knew that he was insane. Friends and family knew that Brad and Cheryl were in the midst of a bitter divorce, and that their sons were going to go to Cheryl's home that night. In the days before, Cheryl had warned her brother. She said, quote, "I fear for my life. I want you to assume that any accident involved wasn't an accident. Pursue it. Pursue it." And to a friend, she had said, "If I die, Brad did it." Now, Bradley claims that Cheryl called him on the evening of the murder, saying that she was running late. He said that he talked to Cheryl about an hour after that, and she said that she was going to come pick up the kids at his apartment, but never arrived. When Cheryl and Bradley split, she refused to give up custody of their 2, 4, and 6-year-old son. He started to become vindictive, which is when she threatened to report his tax fraud. Furious, police believed that he bludgeoned her to death and tried to disguise the whole thing as a traffic accident. The one smoking gun was a note left behind by Cheryl Keaton saying that she was going to check on her children, who Bradley had told her were stranded on the side of a road. Keaton had also called her mother before leaving the house, telling her mother that she was going to get her children, who were in a stranded car near an abandoned gas station. 5 years after Cheryl Keaton's death, Bradley Cunningham avoided trial. It was only when a civil suit for wrongful death was brought against him in 1991 did evidence start to accumulate to the point where authorities were actually able to charge him. Bradley Cunningham used his children as a trap. When Cheryl Keaton arrived, he beat her to death. His fifth and final wife was a woman named Sarah Gordon, a physician who eventually began to suspect that Bradley killed Cheryl, and that she may be next. Bradley started treating her the same way he treated the 4 previous wives. Abuse, cheating, including an affair with a babysitter that he hired. After his 5th wife, the doctor, ended up joining the other exes as witnesses in a civil suit. Because in a criminal proceeding, the prosecution must establish beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty. Frustrated by the lack of progress in bringing Bradley Cunningham to justice, the law firm of Cheryl Keaton's hired a lawyer to represent her estate. The result was Bradley Cunningham being found guilty and having to pay $81.7 million. This was enough to make the district attorney get their ducks in a row and prosecute Bradley Cunningham. 2 years after the civil judgment, Bradley was indicted on a charge of murder and was eventually convicted to life. He sits in that Oregon prison to this day.
It's KDWB, where you are never more than 30 minutes away from winning the 101.3 KDWB Ultimate Ticket. You do have to have the iHeartRadio app to play this game, which is totally worth it. A lot of people, more and more people every day are listening to the iHeartRadio app.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more something like 53 to 47% of people listen on iHeart.
That sounds right.
To regular radio, which regular radio is still there.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. It's in your car. It's everywhere. But if you're going out of town to Tuscaloosa and you want to hear KDWB, you can hear it on the iHeartRadio app.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool. So we'll tell you more about the ultimate ticket coming up in about it's 8 minutes away. Because like I said, you're never more than 30 minutes away from winning the ultimate ticket. What is the ultimate ticket? I'll tell you in about another 10 minutes. But right now, we got so much dirt. There is a stack of Dave's dirt. Let's get started.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
Golden Globe Awards were on last night. Of course, nobody in Minnesota watched it because the Vikings were on. Did anybody watch the Golden Globe Awards last night?
I just watched clips.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw one clip from CBS, and then I went to their page and watched everything else they posted, and that was it.
Here's a Golden Globes winner montage.
For best performance by a female actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. Zoe Saldana, Emilia Perez.
Best female actor in a TV series, musical, or comedy.
Jean Smart.
For male supporting actor, motion picture.
Kieran Culkin, a real name.
Best male actor in a drama series.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Best stand-up comedy performance. Ali Wong.
Best actor in a limited series, anthology, or TV movie. Colin Farrell, The Penguin.
Best female actor in a limited series, anthology, or TV movie.
Jodie Foster, True Detective Night.
Best female actor, motion picture, musical, or comedy.
Demi Moore. Best male actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy.
Sebastian Stan, A Different Man.
So many of those I haven't heard of.
Really?
I mean, so many. Jenny, have you not heard of them too? I'm not alone.
Oh, my gosh. So many.
Oh, I know who a lot of those people are.
Oh, you're so cool.
Maybe I'm just cultured.
No, I feel like it's the Golden Globes and the Emmys. Everybody's like, who is this?
Yeah.
Like, what are they from?
I will say that I watched The Substance over the weekend with Demi Moore, and it was really good. She won an award for that. It was like her first major award ever. She did win a spelling bee in 5th grade, which was pretty cool. But
that's pretty cool.
If you haven't seen The Substance and you like futuristic, weird, it's not futuristic. It takes place in the present day. It's about a woman who's kind of an aging 50-year-old Hollywood star. And it's definitely overplayed. It's a little bit surreal, where she gets this chance to inject herself with a substance that will give her youth again. But it doesn't go well.
See, I don't want to watch it because I feel like if given the opportunity, I would take the substance myself.
Oh, 100%.
Not after you watch this.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I just want to be given the substance and be like, cool, this is all going to go great.
Well, wouldn't we all? You're 34, Jenny. You're not old yet.
I know,
you
but
got a
it
little
feels
bit
like
of
I'm
kick
old.
left in
My
you.
back hurts so bad from doing God knows what this weekend. Well, I did work out, but outside
You
of
coughed
that,
while you're loading the dishwasher.
Probably. I was walking in. No, I think because I went running on Christmas Day, which is 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I still have an issue from like my posture from that. And I told Andrew goes, we're getting old, babe. This is what our days look like from here on out.
It is true. You will be loading the dishwasher, cough, and throw your back out. Spend the next 6 months at the chiropractor.
You speaking from experience?
Oh, yeah. So anyway, watch The Substance. It is gruesome. That's the best word to describe it. But it is over, especially the ending. It is so over-the-top gruesome that it's almost played for comedy effect. I watched a show on Netflix, stumbled across it out of the blue. It's called Missing You. Have you heard of this show?
I heard it's good. I haven't watched it yet.
Did you tell me about this? Is this a show that you told me about weeks ago?
No, but I watched it because you said you watched it. I watched literally all 5 episodes yesterday.
Yeah, it's only 5 episodes.
And
you don't like it?
I'm upset.
Don't
I wasted.
tell me. Stop it.
Fonz, you're ruining it for all of us.
I didn't say what happened.
Okay.
I know, but you're giving us an opinion, and now you're setting the bar low.
I will tell you this one. Through 4 episodes, we have one more to go. It's good, but it's one of those whodunit, like somebody murders somebody and you're trying to figure out who's behind it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're sure it's not that. Oh, you're sure it's that. Oh, it's not that person. So far, so good.
I've just been a critic of everything I've been watching lately, and
that's new.
So many. Oh, shut up, Bailey. So many things lately. I've just been like, but what about this? Or they didn't fill this plot hole, and this just is another one on the list.
You're kind of a film nerd, though,
yeah,
right?
A little bit.
Yeah, so you probably are a little more judgy.
Yeah, I'm
Whereas
just judgy.
I'm like,
period.
it made me laugh. I liked it.
Missing You, I like it. It's still my favorite TV show that I'm binging all the time is Joe Kenda, Homicide Hunter. It's so good. It's true crime, but it's, you know what? There's no pleasing the three of you.
I didn't say anything.
There isn't, honestly.
Really isn't.
Next week, Dave's going to come in like, you know what I watched that I loved? Tiger King. That guy, that Joe Exotic guy.
Can you believe That was 5
Don't tell me that.
years
I know.
ago.
Oh, that's wild.
Goodness.
5 years ago, we were just now hearing about the early things of the pandemic. Maybe even like not even quite 5 years ago. But it was like, oh, yeah, it's in China. Oh, it's in Seattle. Tom Hanks. Remember Tom Hanks had the virus
really early.
first?
Yeah.
And like, oh, yeah, Tom Hanks is in Australia and he's doing okay. And we're like, well, that's good.
Dodged a bullet. Oh.
Kristen Cavallari was shocked that Morgan Wallen wasn't that into her. What?
I'm going to put out That's Hilarious as the next single.
I don't think we have that clip
really
anymore,
excited.
actually.
Oh, you don't have that clip anymore?
Sorry.
I will tell you. So she went on a podcast. Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny, does a podcast. It's very popular. And she went on talking about how Morgan Wallen and her hooked up and how he's great in bed, I guess. Yeah. And then she went on to say that, like, he just wanted to hook up.
Here, I have it here.
He's been with every woman on the planet. I'll be honest with you. Morgan was the first guy in my entire life that wasn't like just completely enamored with me. It really threw me.
Well, it's probably because he has 20 other girlfriends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I love having the upper hand, and I feel like with him, I didn't have the upper hand. He was good and bad.
Yeah. You know, Morgan's going to be hitting up Jay like, can you please tell your wife to never talk about me on her podcast again?
Only for you, buddy. Only for you.
The Breaking Bad house is up for sale for $4 million. It's in Albuquerque, been there for more than 5 decades. They've lived there since the 70s. They're tired of all the attention the house gets. It attracts about 300 cars a day, and the family had to put up a fence to keep people from getting too close and tossing pizzas up on the roof, which some knothead every day will still do it and throw a pizza up on the roof so he can get his buddies to take a video of him and put it on his Instagram. So the woman who owns it said, this is our family home from 73, almost 52 years. So we're going to walk away with just our memories. It's time to move on. We're done. There's no reason to fight anymore. Now, the value of the house, if you've seen the show, it's a pretty modest house, $350,000, but the family's asking for $4 million thanks to its cultural significance. They say, I hope they make it what the fans want. They want a B&B. They want a museum. They want access to it. Go for it.
Ooh, someone could make a pretty penny making that into an Airbnb.
Oh, yeah.
They could, because people would want to sleep there. Yeah.
For
but
sure.
Then there would still be people pulling up 300 cars a day.
I wonder, like, if it's because it's still like a new-ish show in the, like, 21st century, because the Goonies house, we went and saw that in Astoria, and that's a pretty famous house, and there was nobody there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. And Breaking Bad was so, I mean, if you go to Albuquerque and you watch Breaking Bad, there are a dozen or more sites that you can go to. You can go to Hank's house, you can go to the car wash, you can go to the building where Walter White threw that bomb on the floor and it blew out the windows.
God, you got to be a big fan to do all of that stuff.
No, well, yeah, and you're both right.
Yeah.
You got to be a big fan, but it was actually pretty cool. Okay, it is now time for the ultimate ticket. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Your chance to win the KDWB Ultimate Ticket happens now. Talk back the keyword on our iHeartRadio app and tell us why you want the KDWB Ultimate Ticket.
Okay, so here's what you do.
Music.
Yep.
That's music.
Okay, music is the keyword, so I'll make it easy for you. You've got to go on the iHeartRadio app, tap that red microphone on the live stream. That gives you 30 seconds to leave the keyword and a little something extra. If you just leave the keyword, we're not going to penalize you for that. Yeah. If you just say the keyword is music, that's fine. But if you say, hey, this is Dawn from
White Bear Lake.
From White Bear Lake, and I can't wait to go see Morgan Wallen, whatever. But if you just say, hey, the keyword is music, you're good to go. But you got to have the iHeartRadio app. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, and that way you are qualified for the ultimate ticket. But there's what does the ultimate ticket mean? That means a ticket to, like, I don't know, 8 or a dozen concerts during the coming year. And I found some clips of who you might see.
That's Boss Girl, Tate McRae.
Yeah, baby.
Strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
Also, What do people want this year? What do they want, Jenny? What do they want?
They want free concert tickets.
They want experiences. Yes, they do. They want. That's true. They want experiences, though. People don't need more stuff. What do you need? Candles?
No.
We thought about giving away candles. What do you got a house full of? Candles.
That's
You don't
true.
need any more candles. You need any more candles, Bailey?
No,
want
what I want is concert tickets.
concert tickets and experiences. Okay, so go ahead and go online. Not online. I'm sorry. I got excited. Go to the iHeartRadio app. Open that up. If you don't have it, it's new and improved and super cool. Tap that red microphone. Leave the keyword music. Good luck from KDWB. It is the dead of winter. They say this is the Mondayest Monday of the year. Why? Because you're back to work or school for good. Last week, we came back on Thursday and Friday. And it was like, we'll breeze through 2 days, and it's the weekend again.
Big deal.
But day is a full-on Monday, followed by 4 more days of absolute torture at work or at school.
Well, I hope it's not torture. If it is, you need to quit your job.
Torture. So we're here to make it a little bit better for you with a kind of a Monday bucket, like a monthly bucket list. Somebody sent this in, and they said these are things that you can do during each month to kind of brighten your day and have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
I actually thought this was really cool, so I'm going to pass this along to you.
Yeah. So it comes from Kaylee. Give her a shout out. But she specifically wrote in because Dave was talking about just his apathy towards this time of the year. But she bought something called the monthly bucket list calendar from the good old TikTok shop. It was only $5, she said. But she gave us a list of things that you could do in the month of January. And it says learn how to fold a paper crane, make a fort with blankets, make a sun catcher, frame some of last year's photographs.
That's a really good idea because we've all got so many photos from last year in our phone that we never print out and frame.
Grow a new houseplant, reread a favorite book, take a brisk morning walk. It'll be very brisk if you're going this morning. Make clay fridge magnets, thrift a new mug or an old cup, gift flowers to yourself.
Okay,
Give them to
nice.
yourself.
Yeah.
Start a My Favorite Part of Today journal. Fill your home with cozy lights. And there's just like a few other ones in here. A lot of very like simple things, not necessarily cost money. Tidy your room for the new year. I just did a ton of that this weekend. My house feels like a different house right now. And it feels so awesome. But we did ask on Facebook as well what you do to combat those winter blues.
Because I get them like, no, I'm not real bad. I'm generally a pretty happy person, but it's like cold outside. You got to put on a jacket to like go to the mailbox. It gets dark still at like 4:49 and it's cold. You get in your car and your car is freezing. So what do you do to help with the winter blues? So here are some ideas, and you might want to like kind of mentally remember some of these. Holly says, go to the conservatory at Como Park.
Oh, I've done that before. Or in the what is it, the fern room? Because it's warm in there. So you actually get like some humidity when you're in the fern room in the conservatory at Como. It's great.
And it's free, but I mean, you should make a donation if you're able to.
Yeah.
Here's Debbie. She says, outdoor running whenever I can. The paths have been dry and clear lately, so as long as you layer up, you're good to go. Lisa says, I got a goal to walk 1,000 miles this year, so maybe work on that. That's awesome. Stacy Lee Yang says, coloring books. Yeah, it's not for everybody, but if that's your thing, then why not?
There's like adult coloring books that have like swear words in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it fun.
Play broom ball, purge my belongings. I like this one, Dora. Bingo! And I won this week.
Yay!
Susan, my wife, went to play bingo at what's it called over in Victoria? It starts with a B. I don't remember what it is.
I don't know.
Light a lilac candle. It makes me feel great knowing spring will come. Another one, tanning. You can, if you don't want to do the regular tan, you just spray on tan.
Spray on tan, yeah. Better for your skin.
Play hockey, vacation, walk, exercise for even 10 minutes a couple of times a day. Diamond Dot is fun, too. That sounds like an app, kind of like a game.
Yeah.
Diamond Dot, I'm not sure. Anyway, just some ideas to kind of like get you through the winter doldrums.
Get yourself some fleece line pants. I asked for those when I got really into walking over like lockdown. I asked my mom for fleece line pants so I could still go walking in the wintertime. life changer. Truly.
Really?
They are so nice. I mean, they're kind of like snow pants, but without being like when you walk around. So they're so comfortable. I wore them yesterday on my beautiful, sunny, gorgeous day walk before I fell and hit my head on the ice. But other than that, it was great walk.
If you have an idea to kind of beat the winter blues, then send me a text at KDWB1 53921 to give you an idea what can help you beat the winter blues.
What is it?
Listen to people that you know and love on the radio.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's such a connection. And this is one thing I always say, Spotify cannot KDWB because Spotify, yeah, sure, they got music, but they don't have a connection. You know what I mean? You're never going to be able to call in or hear your local sports team on Spotify.
Right.
Or hear Bailey talk about falling and hitting your head on the ice.
Yeah,
or
that's
me
golden.
playing miniature pickleball.
Yeah.
Or Jenny taking down her tree or Vaughn trying to be a handyman. So listen to the radio. And one thing about the radio, music. Like the dance party on KDWB, where you're never more than 30 minutes away from winning the 101.3 Ultimate Ticket. That is the Monday Morning Dance Party on 101.3 KDWB, where you're never more than 30 minutes away from winning the ultimate ticket from KDWB, which the ultimate ticket is basically, it is tickets to all the hot shows coming to the Twin Cities this year. I'm going to throw in something kind of cool.
Oh.
Speaking of, when I said ultimate ticket, the first thing I thought of was Taylor Swift. And where did she do her show? At U.S. Bank Stadium. Do you know what is the fan favorite stadium in the entire National Football League? Do you want to know what it is?
What is it?
It is U.S. Bank Stadium.
Why?
Let me find the...
bougie.
Is it bougie?
I would say. I mean, I've been to Lambeau where all you do is freeze your butt off and drink beer. So, I'd say it's bougie.
I was watching the Packers game yesterday, and I'm like, God, it's cold there. I'm not sure how they rank them, but it's fan favorites. The rundown of the top 10, U.S. Bank Stadium. Lambeau's number 2, though, Jenny. I think because it's a fan base. It's the atmosphere, yeah. Colt Stadium is next, Raven Stadium, then the Falcons. Lions Ford Field is number 6, Steelers at number 7, Seahawks at number 8, Cowboys at number 9, and the Little Caesars Pizza Superdome is number 10. You want to hear the worst ones?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. The worst ones, the Cleveland Browns, Bucks, Raiders, which is weird because they got a new stadium in Las Vegas. People don't like it for whatever reason. Cincinnati Bengals, Gillette Stadium, MetLife Stadium, Soldier Field, which people don't like for whatever reason.
Interesting.
49ers, and then SoFi Stadium and Northwest Stadium where the Commanders play. So I thought
I've never been to a football game, but I would love to go to the U.S. Bank Stadium.
Really? Never been to it? You're not a sports person, though.
No, but I would go. I would go just for, the atmosphere, the whole thing. And I think, if it's bougie, I want to know. I've been inside of it once for, a food expo with my mom, and that was fun. It was bright.
It was
cool.
bright? Yeah.
It is bright.
It's made of glass.
It is made out of glass,
sense.
yeah. The food choices, let me tell you, if you're old enough to remember the Metrodome, which is not that long ago.
I love the Metrodome.
You had Dome Dogs, burgers, and peanuts, and that was really it. Now you can get sushi. They have a French chef. They have
a French chef?
Wontons. They have T-Rex cookies. They got everything at U.S. Bank Stadium. It's crazy. I made some of that stuff up, as you know. It is time now for Bailey to take center stage. Like it or not, the Daily Bailey. Let's go. What do you got today, Bailey Daily?
I've got a new travel destination for me. 5 minutes from the Itchitucknee Springs State Park in northern Florida. Part Airbnb, part cat sanctuary.
Oh, no.
It's the Paradise Springs. And I want to tell you guys about it because I learned about that this weekend and I want to go now. It offers cat lovers a unique glamping experience in the Florida woods where 130 cats roam free.
Oh, yes.
So they have a little map on their website, and they have it separated into different sections. So there's the feral forest, the barn cat barn. Those are the indoor cats, apparently, that you can go in and pet. The Purruppy Lounge, which sounds nice. Pert City, which is where you stay. And a bathroom with a hot shower included in this Paradise Springs. Well, sign me up.
Paradise.
Paradise. So you stay in a pert, like a yurt. So it's like a big glamp kind of tent. And it has AC, heat, a king-size mattress, a twin sleeper couch. And it can sleep comfortably up to 3 people, apparently. And then there's cats literally everywhere. So there are cats roaming all hours of the day. If you open up your little glamping tent, there might be a cat out there. You just grab it and bring it in.
Can you bring one in to sleep with you overnight, or is that not allowed?
I assume you can because it is free range cats.
I was going to say they do roll call.
Yeah.
Where's Henry?
Where's Henry? I said I signed up to meet with Henry today. Yeah, and I want to go really bad. So apparently, I'm sure it probably doesn't smell great necessarily.
That's the first thing I thought, yeah.
Right, but it's outside.
But I was going to say it's outdoors.
Yeah.
Why would it not?
I don't know. Maybe because I assume they have litter boxes if they want to use them, in the little, what is this, barn cat barn situation. So I'm sure that doesn't smell great, but I would 100% go to a cat sanctuary.
Why does that not surprise anyone listening at all?
Well, okay, they have them in Greece where the whole city just has roaming cats, and I see pictures and videos of it all the time, and I want to go to those so badly, but I ain't going to Greece. That's expensive. But northern Florida is probably real
Sounds
cheap.
more affordable.
They need people to come there.
Vaught did something this weekend. You went to a cat cafe, which I did not know they had here. We were in Japan We're not world travelers at all, but we went to Japan. We'll never go anywhere exotic again. And they had a cat cafe where you walk in and you have cats everywhere.
Yeah, I've been to one.
And they give you little things that look like a Tootsie Pop, and you're supposed to let the cat lick it. Well, they handed me one, and I thought it was for me. And I was about to eat it, and then Carson's like, "No, that's for the cat."
I would have let you.
So it was like a fish-flavored Tootsie Pop that I almost stuck in my mouth hole.
Funny.
Where did you go this weekend, Vaughn?
It's called the Cafe Meow. I went to the one in New Hope, but there's also one in Roseville. And it's cute. It's like half of a store is the cafe. They have tea, coffee, and they're all like cat themed.
Yeah.
And then the other half is a nice little room with a bunch of cats. You go in there, you can make reservations, or you can just kind of go if they're not packed. And you play with the cats for like an hour. Or like they have 15-minute intervals, but an hour. And it was so cute. Me and Alyssa stayed for maybe 30 minutes because after a while the cats are just kind of overwhelmed. They have another one though, Dave, in St. Paul. I don't know what that one's called, but like another type
that
of...
one's new.
Yeah,
but
I
I don't
heard.
remember what it's called either. But the Cafe Meow used to be in Uptown, and I
That's what
went
I
before.
thought.
Yeah,
I was
and they
asking.
moved to New Hope.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like a bigger space and probably less rent.
I think that's a great idea because if you don't really want a cat, but you want to like interact with a cat,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a cat whorehouse.
Exactly.
So in other words, you
Don't
no, it
do
is.
that to them. They're
No,
cats
no.
trying to
It's
be
a cat-
adopted.
It's cat whorehouse. So in other words, if you want to have the lovin', but you don't want the obligation, then you like hook up with some guy at a whore.
But like Jenny said, at these cat cafes, all of those cats are up for adoption.
Yes.
And
Are they really?
At
Okay.
Paradise Springs, a lot of the cats are also up for adoption.
I do have a question about that place. How
Yeah.
much is it setting you back? Because
I don't know.
Airbnbs that are like yurts and cutesy like that, and then they give you that experience with the cats, you think like, oh, this is cute. Maybe like $200 a night. $1,000 a night later, you're like, wait a second.
Here, let me see how
Yeah,
much
find
it
out.
is.
Put in some dates because I want to know how much this actually costs.
That would not be you, though. You would go to a dog.
Yeah, I'd probably do dogs
Place.
over cats. but-
$130 a night.
Okay, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this place must not be on everyone's radar yet.
I mean, and it's in a state park, so they also have like other things that you can do in the state park,
Rafting?
like hiking and maybe rafting, things like that.
Do they have rafting?
I'm sorry, did you take up rafting suddenly in the new year?
I'm just really curious whether they have rafting.
So anyway, Paradise Springs, I'm going.
Thank you, Daily Bailey. We appreciate that. Vaughn had a little bit of a misadventure over the weekend. So here to tell you about his misadventure over the weekend, Vaughn Leak. What happened?
It was Friday night. I was leaving here because I'd stay a bit after Fridays for weekend stuff. I went home, and Alyssa's on the way home, and she's trying to figure out dinner. And I'm asking, okay, what do you want to do? And she's like, you take so-and-so out the freezer. Cool. I did that. She comes home, oh, I'm tired. Had a bad day. So as the loving, supportive boyfriend as I am, I'm saying, okay, do you want me to cook? Do you want me to go out and get this? We're trying to save money, so I was like not trying to do takeout. But I was just trying to find other options, and she's just frustrated. So I'm trying to reason with her, and that's not really working because she's upset. And then we just kind of started arguing. And so I don't know what I said or did. I think I honestly blacked out, and she blacked out. We had a moment, and she hung up the phone, and we literally did not speak for the rest of the night, which is so abnormal.
So when she got home, you did not interact.
I didn't look at her. She didn't look at me. She actually walked right past me to do something.
Oh, wow.
She started to make dinner for just herself and then deliberately like put whatever could have been left over for me in the garbage or in the fridge or whatever. And I was like, okay, we're going to do this. And I'm petty. I am very petty. So I'm like, okay, let's play. Because you had a bad day, but I tried to help you. But now I'm not going to kiss your butt either. Because I was already trying to help you.
Yeah.
So we wake up. So I slept on the couch that night. I was put out of the room. I wake up the next morning. Still walking past each other, not interacting. I'm like, okay, we're going to continue this. Because I'm not going to break. Because, again, I'm not the guy that... I wasn't upset. I was trying to help you. She's still upset, goes to work, comes home, is still looking at me like, but doesn't say anything. And we did that thing where we kind of like brushed up past each other in the kitchen, but you don't really want to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I slept on the couch again because I was like, I'm still not breaking. So this is 2 nights where I'm on the couch now.
Sheesh.
So where are we at? Yesterday, Sunday morning. And we do the thing, the typical... So what do you want to do for dinner? So do you want to wash the dishes tonight, or am I going to do it? Just where we just try to have like normal interaction.
To kind of bring things back to normal. Yeah.
She comes home from work, and then she brought me Panchero. So I was like, I guess this is the peace offering. And then we finally sat and had a conversation. But I was just annoyed that I had to sleep on the couch because you were upset.
But didn't you choose to sleep on the couch?
I did, but I could tell that she wasn't trying to mess with me at all. So I was like, I'm going to give her space. Alyssa's one of those people that instead of talking about it, I need to give her space and then we'll come together later. She's not the person like, babe, what's wrong? Babe, let's talk about it. She's not that person.
Now, I wonder what her side of the story would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because,
What's she doing right now? Can we call
No,
her?
she's sleeping.
Dang it.
Okay. So my question is, Vaughn slept on the couch, Friday and Saturday night?
Yes.
Okay. Why did you sleep on the couch last night? Or why did your partner sleep on the couch last night? Send me a text or call me. I would love to hear from you, 651-989-KDWB. Or just text me at KDWB1 and let us know, why did you sleep on the couch last night?
I have a question for you, Dave.
Yeah.
Because you and Susan, your wife, sleep in separate rooms. So what do you guys do whenever do you just avoid each other when you guys get in a little bickerments?
Bickerments is a good word. I like that a lot. We do what every couple does. You get mad, you don't talk to each other, you walk past each other in the kitchen, you ignore each other, and then you bring up something stupid conversationally like, you heard from Allison today? And then you pretend like everything is fine. We never talk about our problems. We just totally avoid them, sweep them under the rug.
So bad.
It's a good way of coping with it. Yeah. So what was your reason? Why did you sleep on the couch last night? If you did sleep on the couch last night or your partner did, send me a text at KDWB 53921. Coming up next, we got the ultimate concert ticket again. Your chance to win is next. Why did you sleep on the couch last night? Or your partner? It's KDWB, where we're just a couple of minutes away from that ultimate ticket. So hang on. I'll explain how that works if you don't know what that's all about. Text messages at KDWB1. My boyfriend slept on the couch Saturday because I was mad at him for slamming the door too hard in our cat's face.
Well, don't do that to the cat.
My husband slept on the couch because our dog kept making noise and moving around in the bed. When a dog is licking themselves, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a deep lick. Ugh.
Yeah.
Deep lick. Oh, Lord, Bailey.
My husband slept in the spare room because I don't want to catch whatever cough thing he has wake him up all night long. My husband slept on the couch for countless nights, like a year, because our 3 kids took his spot in our king-size bed. He'd rather sleep than get kicked in the back all night. Poor man. Let me tell you something. We'll talk about this later. Do not let your kids sleep with you. Do not share your bed. People are like, oh, it's a great sense of bonding. No, because there was somebody in my family who slept with their mom and dad until they were 11 years old.
That seems late.
That is late, Bailey.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is your sanctuary. That is your couple place. Do not let your kids sleep in your bed. A couple of more. I slept on the couch because I'm pregnant. And another one. My husband and I, when we get mad at each other, we sleep in the same bed, usually the better the next day. They probably sleep back to back. You don't want to wake up when you're mad at somebody. You don't want to wake up at 2 a.m. and have their mouth right there in your eyeballs.
Oh, this one says my husband quite literally has bad guts, and he smells so bad when he's farting or hasn't pooped for a couple of days, and I'm really sensitive to smells. I literally wake up out of my sleep because it's so bad.
Wow, that is pretty bad.
I think he
then.
needs to go to the doctor or something.
Or just have a food allergy test to figure out what he should not be eating.
Right, exactly.
Oy.
Why did you sleep on the couch? My husband slept in his truck on Friday.
What?
Because I asked him to leave, not realizing that's not what I wanted. Because we have, this gets a little bit weird, and okay, we're going to skip that one. I slept on the couch because my husband's got the norovirus.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a good one. Yeah, stay away.
Yeah.
My husband slept on the couch last night because I went to bed during the game, and then when he came to bed, he turned on the TV, even though I'm trying to sleep. So I made it known that he could have stayed in the living room and watched TV. So 2 minutes later, he angrily and noisily rolled back the covers, heaved a big angry sigh, and stormed out of the room, resulting in a couch sleep. I get it. All right.
Storms out of the room.
Okay, fine.
Slams door.
Slams door.
All right. So, Vaughn, you were not the only one sleeping on the couch.
Somebody texted because the reason that I slept on the couch is because my girlfriend Alyssa had a bad day and we started to bicker or whatever, and she just needed space. So somebody said she uprooted her life and moved across the country, so I need to give her the princess treatment at least for a year. And then after that, yeah, it's totally valid that I sleep on the couch.
You starting a countdown for that? What, you got 6 months left?
Somebody else texted. Yeah, I do have 6 months left. Thank you, Jenny. Somebody texted that. She will be forever get the princess treatment from me, but there's just sometimes you need to give your significant other space. And that's totally fine. I get that. It sucks that I had to sleep on the couch, but I get it.
You'll be back. You'll be back tonight. Everything will be fine.
Thank the Lord. My couch hurts my back.
You need a better couch.
Yes.
Let's get you right now that ultimate ticket from KDWB. Check this out. If you've not heard of the ultimate ticket yet, it's huge. Let's do it now.
Microphone check. Your chance to win the KDWB Ultimate Ticket happens now. Talk back the keyword on our iHeartRadio app and tell us why you want the KDWB Ultimate Ticket. Live. That's live.
So you would get on the key of the iHeart app, tap that red microphone, and you would say, the keyword is live. And I can't wait to win the ultimate ticket or anything like that. You don't have to say anything specifically except that keyword. Every 30 minutes, the keyword changes, and you get another chance to win the ultimate ticket. Who is on the ultimate ticket? Well, let me just play some samples for you.
I know, tell them be humble. Sit down. Now she acting out of pocket, trying to grab up on my pants. On it, in my trailer, said I ain't got a man. Don't you know I'm
Like a, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord.
These are just the ones we know of. What if they announce some more? What if Taylor Swift comes back?
That would be shocking and amazing.
What if Sabrina Carpenter comes back?
Oh, thank God. I missed that one.
Okay. If you want to win that ultimate ticket, you know the keyword now. The keyword is live. So just, simple as that. Use the red microphone button, this is the talkback feature, and say anything that includes the keyword live. Like you might say, hi, this is Doris from Menominee. Doris? Then you can say something like, the keyword is live, and I want to win. My name's Doris.
I'm Doris, and I can't wait to see Kendrick Lamar.
All right. Go do that now for your chance to win on KDWB. Jenny thinks that she has ADHD. We have the symptoms and a diagnosis coming. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people think that Bailey also thinks she has ADHD.
Yeah,
I am
pretty
certain
confident.
when I was a kid, if there had been ADHD when I was a kid, this is before penicillin. We didn't have penicillin when I was a kid.
No.
I would have definitely been diagnosed with 3 or 4 things when I was a kid, for sure.
It's back when they had consumption. You could die from that.
You could.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Number 1. The Twin Cities number 1 hit music station.
On your smart device.
101.3 KDWB.
From the CustomOneMN.com Weather Center.
It's at least warming up a tiny bit from yesterday. It's going to be partly sunny today, a high of 19. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 21.
Welcome to Dave Tank. You will enter the tank, and you will tell me what your invention is that you've come up with that is not a real invention. For example, I've got one. It's called the Get Me Out of Bed 3000.
Okay.
Alarm clock goes off. There are these arms that reach under my body, lift me up, prop me up, so I'm now standing on the floor. The Get Me Out of Bedder 3000, I think I call it.
Okay, I've got one. It's called the Spring Loader Kadoozy. Get you where you need to go-zy.
Okay.
Okay. So when I have somewhere I need to be, instead of having to get in my car, I stand on this little platform and I push a button, and then it spring loads me to the exact place that I need to be. And I just
like that.
fly through the air, and I'll go.
Oh, okay. Now, see, whatever it is you want to invent, it does not have to be real. Mine, no, never mind.
I know I've got one.
What do you got?
It's called the Season Me Daddy.
The Season Me Daddy?
It's literally just a seasoner, whatever seasonings you want to put on your food. Maybe some sazon, maybe just some salt and pepper or some garlic or onion powder. Just type them in your phone, boop, 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 and they'll season your pork chop, chicken, steak, whatever for you.
Nice.
And then it'll throw it in the oven for you. Good to go. You don't have to move a muscle.
Now,
Season me, Daddy.
Now, now that is something I might invest in. So you're going to give me your invention, and I will decide who gets a $20 investment into your invention. Let's go to Danny first. Good morning. Welcome to Dave Tank. What is your invention, Danny?
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
My invention is the artificial nap.
Okay, tell me more about the artificial nap.
Yeah, so all you're going to do is you're going to place what we call this little pillow on your tongue. It's like a marshmallow, and you're going to eat that. It's got no sugar, no caffeine, just artificial sleep.
And so you feel
you feel
immediately
rested.
rested and rejuvenated.
Exactly, and you look great. You know, you lose the bags under your eyes, but no caffeine.
Do they come in different dosages, like a 20-minute nap or an hour-long nap?
They sure do. We even have the 8-hour shift nap.
Ooh, the 8-hour shift nap.
I love that one.
I love it. You're in the lead so far. Okay, please hold. Let's talk to Quays. Good morning, Quays.
Good morning.
Tell me, what is your invention that you want to present on Dave Tank?
My invention is the Auto Repo EZ.
Auto Repo EZ. What does that do?
So it's a program that allows auto repo dealerships to repossess cars without the hassle of being shot at, bugged, or beat up by it's to keep tow truck
How does it work? I mean, is it an app on your phone, or how does it work, Quays?
No, so it would be a program run at the actual dealership. They would have programs cars to where once they run the program, the car would immediately turn on, lock itself, and it will auto drive itself safely and securely, following traffic laws back to the auto.
You know what's funny, Quays? It's probably not that far in the future that actually could be invented. All right, Quays, I like it.
Without
Please
getting
hold.
beat up.
Shot at. Okay, Tony, welcome to Dave Tank. Present your invention to the panel, please, which is me.
Yeah, so my invention would be, so we all know that VR is getting bigger and better every day.
Yeah.
My invention would be VR in real time. So let's say you love shopping at Target or like at Menards, but like in Minnesota, we get a bad blizzard.
Yeah.
You just throw on the VR set, all of a sudden you're shopping there in real time, working with real people, and you're shopping with real time inventory.
Ooh.
And then when you check out, you can just like do 1-day shipping or whatever, and they send it same day. You're in the comfort of your own home.
That's so convenient.
So you don't have to go anywhere ever again.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised they haven't invented that already. I mean,
That's
Amazon
what I was thinking.
Amazon is close. Yeah, well, you're onto something. Okay, we got a couple of more here.
All right.
It is called Dave Tank. Present your invention, your fake invention, to the panel, and I will invest in $20 in my favorite invention. Jordan, good morning.
Good morning.
What is your invention?
It is called the Magic Hair Dome.
What does the Magic Hair Dome do?
So I'm actually a hairstylist. I'm on my way to work right now.
Okay.
I have a lot of I shouldn't say I have a lot, but you know, there's been clients throughout my years that aren't too happy with their hair, or they have a hair color that they really want, so they have black box dye and they want to go platinum white. Well, that's not really possible. And then sometimes they want this perfect haircut that they see online, but they have really thin hair. Well, the dome goes over your head, and it cuts and colors your hair exactly how you want it. And even if you had thin hair, it comes out perfectly thick and luscious and beautiful and blonde, and you went in with it, black and thin and damaged.
Wow. That'd be nice.
So nice.
The magic hair dome would be a consumer hit. So I got some choices here. I have Danny in the artificial nap. It looks like a marshmallow. You put it on your tongue, but you can get a different length of nap.
Artificial rest there, yep.
Quays is the auto repo program where you sit at the dealership and you type in the name of the car and it drives it back to the dealership so you don't have to go over there and get beat up.
We're shot at.
We're shot at. Then we have Tony, who's got real-time VR where you put on the little VR goggles and you walk into a Target or a Best Buy, you do your shopping, there's real people to talk to, and you check out, and then you take it off, and they deliver it to your house. Jordan's got the magic hair dome, which you just heard.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that it is really, really close between Quays and Danny, because I like both of them, but the artificial nap is one that definitely appeals to me. So, Danny, you are the winner of $20 on Dave Tank. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I want you to work on developing this product, and then when it's available, we want first dibs at it because we could use a.
Oh yeah.
We could use a nap.
I'm gonna drop a shipment at the studio for you guys. Don't worry.
Please.
That's great.
I'm gonna get your Venmo and send you $20. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
It's a big day.
Did you want a portion of the company, Dave? Are you
I don't
asking
need
for?
that.
Oh, okay.
I don't need
You're
that.
just being generous and giving her the money.
Exactly.
Good for you.
You can now save your favorite stations on the app, just like in your car. And with the all-new live radio dial, it's easier than ever to discover new stations you'll love based on your location or favorite genre. Find out what everyone is talking about and get the new and improved free iHeartRadio app today. Is 2025 finally the year Bailey kisses a boy? We'll see. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
By the way, in a new survey, we rated the year 2024 on a scale of 1 to 10. On average, 6.1.
Okay.
For whatever reason.
Out of what?
10.
Out of 10. Out of 10.
That's
so
not really great. 6.1's not great.
For some people, it was a great year, and some people, it was not a great year. So I'm going to guess probably most years probably fall around that.
Would you say that, Dave, that for some people it was a good year, and for some people it wasn't a good year?
Let me think about it for a second. Yeah. I'm going to stick with that one. I'm going to stick with that one.
Nice.
Okay.
That's statistics.
Also, not a great night for the Vikings last night.
No.
As you know, they lost. Did the Bears won. Did the Packers have their second string coming off the bench during this game?
I don't know that they had their second string, but there was injuries, so they had their backup quarterback in. So that wasn't helpful for them. But yeah, can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
So over the weekend, I was taking down my Christmas decor and just doing things you do on a weekend. And I feel like I genuinely have ADHD. So my question is, do you think you've seen symptoms in me? And I'll explain why I came to my own diagnosis this weekend. I started taking down my Christmas decor. Next thing I know, I'm getting storage bins out. And I'm like, okay, going to start organizing some of the storage bins. Forgot about the Christmas decor. Then realized there was dishes in the sink, started cleaning the dishes. Went back to the Christmas decor, saw that the baseboards were really dirty, started cleaning the baseboards. Went back to the Christmas decor, then started reorganizing everything in the storage area. I went from one thing to the next, and I did complete the goal of putting away my Christmas decor, but not until like 6 p.m. And I started this at like 9 in the morning on Saturday.
Wow.
So
Just
I
get distracted by the dirty
just so many
baseboards,
different
the
things.
kitchen sink, and all the dishes or whatever it was.
Yeah.
See, I think that happens a lot when you're like cleaning and organizing and like decluttering or whatever, because then you're doing all of it and you're kind of on like a high. You're like, yeah, I'm making this happen. Oh, look at that. I should do that really quick before I forget. And then you do that and then you forget the other thing. So that happens to me a lot too. I don't know if that means you have ADHD or not, but it feels like
This is what I would do. I would go figure out a way to go on disability, Jenny.
Okay.
I don't know whether that qualifies for disability, but I would check into it.
Okay.
I know that when I was a kid, I was probably absolutely hyper, a troublemaker, adorable, but just a rambunctious little kid. If there would have been ADHD back when I was a kid, and there was not, because back then it was like, sit down and shut up. And I would for about 3 minutes, then I was right back up. I have a quiz for you, Jenny.
Okay.
It is a women's 1-minute ADHD test.
Okay, I like that it's specified to women.
Yeah.
So here we go. What term best represents you, female or male?
Oh, female.
I'm not being silly. I'm not being silly.
Female, yeah.
Okay, good. Next one, what is your age range? You were 18 to 35. Next one. Oh, wait a second. I think you might have to subscribe. Okay, here we go.
Dang it.
Have you been diagnosed with ADHD?
No.
No, you suspect you might have it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next one. People with ADHD report similar symptoms. Can you relate to any of these? And I will check the ones that you can relate to. Low motivation.
No.
Low self-esteem.
No.
Forgetfulness.
No.
Impulsivity.
No.
Nonstop racing thoughts.
Yes.
Constant mood swings.
No.
Disorganization.
No.
Okay. And hit continue. When did you
good
first
then.
notice your symptoms of ADHD?
You
what
say
age?
yesterday, so help me.
I was going to say, no, probably in the last year.
Okay. All right. In adulthood. Next quiz. Our personalized ADHD plan has helped users boost focus, increase productivity. It sounds like it's one of those things where how often do you forget words or expressions in the middle of a conversation?
Oh, my God. Me all the time.
Like a decent amount.
Okay. Say often, would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. This goes on for another 34 questions, so I can let you take it off the air.
This is not the minute quiz. It's
no.
promise.
Yeah.
It said it was a 1 minute, but I wonder if there's an expert listening. I think a lot of people get distracted, but it doesn't mean you have ADHD. I get distracted as well, but I don't think I have ADHD.
Sure.
I don't know. I've actually even thought that I have autism at some point or another because I just have the weird quirky stuff.
Sure.
But I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
also brilliant, and a lot of people who are brilliant have autism. You ever see that movie Rain Man? He's brilliant, and he was on the spectrum.
We have a text here that says,
I see you're avoiding my subject.
Yeah.
not to be too serious about it, but I'm a therapist, and ADHD in adult women is difficult to diagnose because the criteria are for 6-year-old boys. But what you're describing could also be a symptom of anxiety as well.
Well, you have terrible
Definitely
anxiety.
have that. Yeah.
I told her to just
Super
calm
bad.
down. It didn't work. I said, you
He
got
did.
anxiety. Calm down.
Someone else says,
Take
I don't
a deep
think.
breath, I said.
Yep.
They say, I don't think it's ADHD because you finished all the tasks.
Oh, okay. Well, that's feels promising.
I think you're just busy and stressed, and you, Jenny, you put a lot of high pressure on yourself to get things done.
I do.
Whereas nearly everybody would be like, Christmas decorations, it's only January 5th yesterday. They can wait. But Jenny wants to do this and clean the baseboards and unload the dishwasher.
Yeah, and I get very hyper-focused on certain things, so I do it to perfection on top of it. So when I get distracted, I'm doing it to a perfection level, and I can't stop until it's at that level.
Sure.
Well, don't go for perfection. Go what
I
I
have
do.
to.
Good enough. Go for good enough.
Yeah.
Hi, Nemo. Hello? Are you there? I heard your name is Nemo. Am I talking to the wrong person?
I think you have the button.
We got it.
There you
Okay.
go.
Hi, Nemo. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Tell me what's up. What do you want to call about the ADHD thing?
Yeah, so Jenny, I'm actually reading a book right now called Divergent Mind by, I think it's Gerard Nuremberg, and it's really interesting because it talks about, ADHD, autism, and synesthesia, which is something I have, and kind of how they all correlate. And I don't know, it's really introspective, but it kind of makes sense of a lot of things that you're explaining. And a lot of the testing and medical studies have been done on men versus women. So it's really interesting to see a woman's perspective because this woman has ADHD, and she was diagnosed at 45.
What made you want to read this?
I have synesthesia, so I see letters and numbers and colors. I don't know what % of the population has it, but I didn't discover it until I was watching NCIS with my grandmother years ago.
What is it again?
Synesthesia?
Synesthesia.
What does that mean?
So basically, everyone is born with the ability to see certain things, and somehow unconsciously you train your mind. And so some people have it into adulthood and to their whole life. So some people can see auras, some people can see people's moods, some people can see things on pages, and I see letters and numbers in color.
Okay.
In
gotcha.
color. So letters and numbers are in color.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
What's the book called again?
Divergent Mind.
Divergent Mind.
All right, I'm looking at the St. Louis Park Library, seeing if they've got it.
Here's
so
what's
I
going to
can
happen.
reserve it.
On her way to the St. Louis Park Library,
Yep.
she's going to turn into Chick-fil-A. Then she's going to stop over at Kohl's, get a new reading lamp.
Okay, but Chick-fil-A is right by Target, and I definitely have some errands at
Yep,
Target,
see,
so I'll
you're-
probably stop there. And then there's a car wash right next to Target, too, that I'll probably go to as well because my car is filthy.
Never going to happen. Thank you, Nemo. Appreciate it. We'll be right back in a second. Are you losing your edge? There's a lot of people who say 1 in 4 people say they are losing losing their edge in a particular area of their life. Are you one of them? And what can you do about it? I'll tell you next on KDWB, where you're never more than 30 minutes away from winning the ultimate KDWB ultimate ticket. We'll tell you what that is and how to win coming up next.
For more information about contests on this station, go to kdwb.com/rules.
From the Custom One.
We always attach a card with the flowers, so you can put a note on there. Would you like to write something on there?
Okay, you can say, can't wait to be a dad.
Oh, you've got a baby on the way? That's so fun. Is this baby number one?
Actually, it's going to be number 3. Yeah, pretty pumped.
Number 3. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. All close in age?
Yeah, pretty close together, really. Yeah.
Same moms?
Yeah, one's from an ex, but, the rest are, yeah.
Well, congratulations. You kind of been hoodwinked, and we just got you to confess. But I will say that I doubt that your girlfriend, Miranda, knew about that. Did you know that Jesse has a woman named Kate pregnant also?
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Oh, boy.
No.
Which I think in this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartRadio gives marketers access to all, from national to local, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Not sure what to do after a car accident? Don't stall the call. Just call 1-800-ASK-GARY. It's a free accident helpline to get you going in the right direction. Real people, free referrals, anytime, day or night. And tell them Roz sent you.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs.
We are basically looking for stories about what your kid did to embarrass you when they were little.
We were at the doctor's office, and we had an African-American nurse. And as the nurse was leaving the room, she says, "Mom, where's the chocolate lady going?" And the nurse turned around and said, "That is the sweetest thing I have ever been called." I was mortified.
Oh, my God. Kids will do this to you when you're least expecting it. What did use the talkback feature on that iHeart app? It's the red button. And then let us know what your kid said or did to embarrass you.
When my son was 5, we were at a gas station and I needed to go to the bathroom. And when I was done, he yelled, "Yay, you went poopy. Good job, Mommy." I do not go poopy, but everyone in the gas station heard.
Okay, that's funny. Because when a little kid goes poop, you go, "Yay!
Good job.
You did it." All right. What did your kid do to embarrass you?
My son plays football, and when he was in 4th or 5th grade, he had this nickname, L-Train. And he was at practice, and I found out he had to run. And I was like, oh, gosh, what did he do? Come to find out, he swore. So when he got in the truck, I asked him, "What did you say?" He didn't want to tell me. And then he finally told me, and he said, "I said, choo-choo, mother effer." Oh, I was embarrassed. It was funny, but I'm just glad he didn't swear at somebody.
Choo-choo, mother. Where do you learn that? Dad, most likely.
When I was younger, my sister and I, when we were at the gas station with my dad, he would, be going out and filling the gas or whatever, and the windows would be down, and we used to yell out the window, "Dad, can you let us out of the kennel?" And he got quite a few looks for that.
God. Okay, a couple of more.
Most of us neighbors were sitting around outside, and he comes up and he goes, "Mommy, I love Katie." And Katie's mom was sitting in that group. And I said, "Oh, that's nice, sweetie. Why do you like Katie?" "Because she's got big boobs." And then ran away.
Okay, on the talkback feature, how did your kid embarrass you?
About 6 years ago, when my son was 4, I was a surrogate for a couple over in Israel. And he had just started talking because he had a speech delay. And he started telling his speech teacher and his preschool teacher that I was pregnant with the neighbor's baby.
Okay, that's funny.
Okay, so we had just picked up my daughter from daycare,
driving back to our neighborhood, and we see our neighbor running, and I had made a comment like, he just runs funny. Like, he runs weird. And so we get home and unload the kids and everything, and I'm down at the mailbox getting the mail, and the neighbor comes through after his run, and my daughter proceeds to tell him, you run funny.
Oh,
Because kids will repeat anything that they hear.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You can watch what you say around your kids. Okay. We got a bunch more of these on text. We'll read a couple of these on text. What did your kid do to embarrass you?
I was out with my nephew grocery shopping, and there was a large person in the aisle. He said very loud, look, Auntie, that person's head is too small for their body. My daughter announced, well, my mom got her period today in front of all of the parents waiting for preschool. When my son was about 5, he was on a roller coaster ride with his dad at the Mall of America. They were going around a curve, and he shouted super loud so everyone could hear, this tickles my penis. We were spreading our grandpa's ashes in the woods and having a moment of silence when my nephew grabbed a stick, hit my father-in-law in the groin, and said, ha ha ha, I hit you in the wiener.
See, I don't want to have kids.
That was God's way of lightening the mood a little bit. Okay.
Yes. We have delays 35W northbound from Lake Street up to 26th Street. Across town is slow eastbound from Gleason to Highway 100. 494 slow eastbound from West Bush Lake to France. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Dayquil VapoCool.
Vaporize your cold with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Whoa.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever power through your day. Medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
101.3 KDWB. You can't make this stuff up. 2, 3, 4.
Just remember, you're never more than 30 minutes away from winning the KDWB Ultimate Ticket. 5 minutes away right now. What is the Ultimate Ticket? Maybe you haven't heard. Oh, don't worry. Zaddy Bear, that's me.
Yeah.
I will explain to you.
I think we should retire that.
Why?
That has to stay in 2025.
Why?
Not 2024.
Why?
I like it.
Zaddy Bear?
Zaddy Bear.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought he
Very
just said
descriptive.
daddy.
No, he said Zaddy.
No, you leave Zaddy.
Zaddy's a 2021 situation. That no one says that anymore.
Our mom says it.
My mom?
Your mom?
Mama Rhonda does? I haven't heard it.
Are you losing your edge? 25% of remote workers say their social skills have declined while working from home, and people admit they're struggling with skills like starting conversations, maintaining eye contact, and being a part of group discussions. What about you? Has working from home made you get a decline in social skills or confidence? If so, how do you reclaim your edge? I don't know.
Take a bunch of shots at work by yourself.
I'm going to tell you why that's a bad idea. Have you ever been to a wedding where the best man, before he does his speech, does a bunch of shots to work up his courage, and then he talks for 25 minutes and he swears and he calls like the mother of the bride a hooer?
Yeah.
You know, things like that.
I love those weddings. I'm heating that up.
No, just not a good idea. I will tell you the one social thing that I learned last year was, instead of like you meet somebody, a stranger, you're at a wedding table and you're at one of the big round tables and you only know your partner. Instead of saying, so what do you do? You're supposed to say, what do you like to do? Because then they'll bring up things like cross-country skiing or snowboarding or crocheting. Well, if they bring up crocheting, then you have nothing to talk about. But
What
there's
if
a
you
little
both
something.
like crocheting?
Nobody likes crocheting.
I do.
No. Then you're not invited to sit at my table.
I feel like that's such an intrapersonal question, though.
What
It's
do you
like
mean?
asking, like, so what's your favorite food to eat? Like, I just would look at you like, why is he asking that, creep?
Because you're at a wedding and you want to make conversation rather than pretend that people at the table are not with you.
But
so,
you
hey,
would
what do you like to
immediately
do?
think that person was a little weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That right out of the bat. It's like, hey, what's your name? Oh, this is my wife, Susan. Oh, this is your partner, Bruce. This is so-and-so. Okay, where are you guys from? Oh, we're from Hastings. Oh, yeah, love it down there. They closed down Emily's Bakery, didn't they? Oh, yeah, they sure did, blah, blah, blah. So what do you guys like to do? You don't sit down while you're sitting down and go, hi, hey, what do you like to do?
That's how I'm imagining it. Hello, what do you like to do?
Nope.
And that's creepy.
All I heard was that your wife, Susan, has a partner named Bruce.
You did say that.
I probably did
You
screw
did.
that up.
Here's my wife, Susan, and here's her partner,
I don't
Bruce.
care. I don't
Interesting.
care.
Interesting.
All right. Moving on. Did you make a resolution to exercise more? Here's some motivation. A new study from the University of Iowa found it out that being a couch potato is not just lazy, it's a health risk. They found that a sedentary lifestyle is linked to an increased risk of 19 different chronic conditions, including obesity, diabetes, heart problems, and depression. So I will tell you, one of the big things that I do during the winter months when it's cold and dark, and even though it's sunny today, it gets dark at 4:45, is get up off the couch and move around because motion equals emotion. Did you know this? I know you don't want to. I don't want to either.
I just want to watch more Law and Order.
Oh, I know. And here's an easy way to do good for others and yourself. According to a study, volunteering for as little as 1 hour a week can slow down your biological aging. Just that 1 hour a week makes you feel younger, but also boosts your mental health, gives you a sense of purpose, and even will help you make new friends. If you volunteer a few hours a week, the benefits are even better. Where can you volunteer for an hour a week? Where can you
A
go?
lot of places.
Oh, yeah.
I always
Seriously,
think,
where?
because people think, oh, if I'm going to volunteer, I have to, volunteer at a soup kitchen or like a humane society, because that's what you think of when you think of volunteering. You could literally volunteer anywhere, because I think of things that I like to do. I used to, love watching improv, and I used to volunteer selling tickets at the Improv Theater. And you can volunteer anywhere. You can volunteer at the library. You can volunteer.
Can you really? I didn't know that.
You can volunteer at schools.
What about
to,
the bar?
Tutor.
Volunteer
you
at
can't
Target.
volunteer at the bar.
Yeah, at the bar.
Get out of here.
You said anywhere.
No, you can't volunteer there.
I'll just sit over here and drink.
Can I volunteer
No.
at Hooters? What are we talking here?
No.
It's not anywhere. Just saying.
Just think
You
of the
did say
things you
anywhere.
like to do. If you like to read, volunteer at a library.
I like Hooters.
No.
I like
Are
alcohol.
there Hooters around anymore?
There's one in Mall of America, yeah.
Fourth floor.
Really?
That the only one?
That's the only one.
I feel like they don't really
No, it's
exist
not
anymore.
So I should go volunteer to save the one. I should start a movement.
Save that
Save
one.
the
I think they're
Hooters.
doing fine, Vaughn. I don't
Keep
think
the
they
chain
need your
going.
help.
Seriously, I wouldn't mind volunteering like a Meals on Wheels or something like
Yeah.
that.
You can volunteer anywhere. Do it. It's so nice.
You should
you
stay-
feel better about yourself.
You should stay away from animal shelters or anything like that, though, because the next thing you know, you're going to have a zoo at your house.
I will.
Yeah.
You will
I totally
literally
will.
be like, I would like that, and I would like that. I have an iguana now. You've always wanted, what did you want? A white rat?
White rat,
White
yeah.
rat, yeah.
Why?
Because
'Cause
they're
he's
adorable
weird.
and intelligent. I'm not that weird. I just
Yes,
want
he
a white
is.
rat. I want a pair of them. So there you go. There's You Can't Make This Stuff Up on KDWB. And now,
Your chance to win the KDWB Ultimate Ticket happens now. Talk back the keyword on our iHeartRadio app and tell us why you want the KDWB Ultimate Ticket. Free. That's free.
okay, that is the keyword right now. You just need to say that on the Talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app. So if you listen on the regular radio, that's great. We love that you're listening, but listen more often on the iHeartRadio app. That way you're ready to go. You're good to go. You can put it on your AirPods. You can put it on your whatever. You can put it on your pill speaker. They still make the pill speakers, the
I don't
Bluetooth
know.
pill speakers. I think so.
Sure.
Anyway, then you can use that in your car, whatever, and then use the Talkback feature, the red microphone button, and say anything that includes the keyword free. Like, hi, this is Bailey, and I'm from Minneapolis, and the keyword this hour is free, and I want to win the ultimate ticket. What is the ultimate ticket? It's kind of exactly what you're thinking. It is a ticket to all the hot shows coming to the Twin Cities this year.
Don't you know?
Your friends are going to be going, where are you going this week? You're going to another concert? You're like, yeah, I won the ultimate ticket from KDWB. What are you doing? I'm watching Dateline.
Nothing.
Well, you should have been listening and you should have played that keyword game. The keyword is free. How do you do it? It's simple. If you've never used the iHeartRadio app, tap on that red microphone button during the live stream. That'll give you 30 seconds. Say anything, but just make sure you say, and including the keyword is free. And you're good to go. And we'll let you know if you win. Good luck with the ultimate ticket from KDWB. 101.3 KDWB, where you're never more than 30 minutes away from winning the ultimate ticket from KDWB. If you don't know what we're talking about, don't worry. We will educate you on the whole thing. It is actually pretty cool to win the tickets to whatever concert. I mean, pretty much any big concert that's coming this year, we will have tickets for you. Actually, you will have those tickets.
And when you win, you get at least 8 of the shows, 8 concerts, and possibly more.
Okay, so keep listening for your keyword. We'll have another one in less than 30 minutes on KDWB.
Since you can't read people.com while you're driving, we've got Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
Brought to you by Nicolay Law Offices. Shout out Nicolay Law Offices. Saw your TV commercial.
I did too during
yesterday.
the Vikings game.
I think it's during the Vikings game yesterday.
I saw it during the Vikings game and the Packers game. Russell was just walking around. He was on the Stone Arch Bridge at one point, just kicking it.
Wow.
Shout out, Russell. We appreciate you. Okay, so let's start off with, we'll get the painful stuff out of the way. Here is the Vikings call yesterday at the end of the game.
The Detroit Lions' best season ever ends with an exclamation point. Win 15. They're the number 1 seed.
Okay, I've got the NFL playoff picture for you. Are you interested
let's hear
at all? Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. First of all, clinched a playoff spot. The Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, the Texans, Chargers, Steelers, and Broncos. Eliminated the Bengals, Seahawks, or the Bengals, Colts, Dolphins, Jets, Jaguars, Patriots, and then we go over to the NFC. So the top 2 seeds are Lions, Eagles, Buccaneers, Rams. Vikings are now down at number 5. Commanders are in there. Packers are in there too. Eliminated Seahawks, Falcons, Cardinals, Cowboys, et cetera, et cetera. So the playoff games, let me see if I can scroll down to the playoff games and what they're going to look like. I don't have those yet. I know they exist somewhere, but I know the Vikings are going to be playing in the first round.
So how did it happen where now we're 5th instead of like higher than that? Like, how did that happen?
Because we lost last night.
Just because we lost last night?
Yeah. If we would have beat them, then we would have had a better record because we have the same record. Was it 14-2? 14-2 is our record.
I love that you looked at me because I know everything about sports.
Didn't we have like the best record too?
No, I think the Lions always did. But I think you're also thinking about just the record between like the Bears, Lions, Packers, and who am I missing? Vikings. Whereas this is now the NFC that they're saying they're 5th in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
the NFC.
The whole NFC.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the worst teams play the best teams. So in other words, the Lions are going to play one of the weaker teams to eliminate the weaker teams right off the bat. Because you don't want 2 powerful teams playing each other at the beginning.
Yes.
You want the powerful teams playing each other at the end.
They do that on debate teams too. Isn't that interesting?
Do they really?
They
Look
do.
at that. They put the worst teams against the best teams.
Yeah, and when you're in the out rounds,
And that's sports from the sports desk here at KDWB, your sports headquarters. Let's move on to show busy stuff. Golden Globes were on last night, and I think one of the highlights was Nikki Glaser, and here are some of her best celebrity roast jokes. Here's Nikki.
Welcome to the 82nd Golden Globes, Ozempic's biggest night. If you're watching on CBS, hello. If you're watching on Paramount Plus, you have 6 days left to cancel your free trial. I mean, even Oscar-winning actor Eddie Redmayne did TV this year. He's nominated for Peacock's The Day of the Jackal, yes? It's about a top-secret elite sniper that no one can find because he's on Peacock. Nicole Kidman is here. Oh, my gosh. Thank you for working so hard. And thank you to Keith Urban for playing guitar around the house so much that she wants to leave and make 18 movies a year. Selena Gomez is here tonight with her new fiance, Benny Blanco. And Benny Blanco is here because of the genie who granted him that wish. Man, lucky guy.
Wow.
That's funny.
Nicole Kidman dedicates her award to, well, here's Nicole Kidman.
I love what I do, and I love you all. And I'm so grateful for the privilege to be a part of this film community. And I'm sorry I'm crying. I didn't want to do that. But I feel my mama right now, so this is for you, Mama.
That's actually very sweet. Let's see what else we got here. This is kind of cool. Demi Moore won a Golden Globe as her very first ever acting award for the show The Substance, which I watched the other day, and it was actually really good. My son Chase told me about it. He said, I want to watch it, but it's really gruesome. And I said, yes, that is exactly what it is. So here is Demi Moore on her big win.
I've been doing this a long time, like over 45 years, and this is the first time I've ever won anything as an actor. And I'm just so humbled and so grateful. 30 years ago, I had a producer tell me that I was a popcorn actress. And at that time, I made that mean that this wasn't something that I was allowed to have, that I could...
Well, she goes on for quite a while longer, but it's kind of cool that she finally won something. But, I mean, what is she really, when you think about it, I respect Demi Moore, but what has she done where you would think she'd be Oscar worthy? I can only think of G.I. Jane.
Yeah, I guess I don't really know much about her career. It's just that she's, older and she's been doing it for forever. So then I'm thinking like, gosh, she's 62 and this is her first award ever.
Yeah, first big award like that. President Joe Biden awarded actors Denzel Washington and Michael J. Fox with the nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And beyond his acting career, which included characters Marty McFly and Alex P. Keaton, it was noted with undaunted resilience and optimism, Michael J. Fox is a fearless advocate for those with Parkinson's disease, channeling his endearing personality to advance treatments, move us closer to a cure, and remind us the power of American possibilities. Denzel has earned a Tony Award, a couple of Oscars. The Medal of Freedom awarded this citation. The admiration of audience and peers is only exceeded by that of the countless young people he inspires. No to that one.
Did you hear Camila Cabello's dating a billionaire?
What?
A billionaire?
A billionaire. They were first spotted together last summer on the island of Ibiza. That's how they say it. Ibiza.
Ibiza.
And then they spent New Year's together, and the paparazzi finally got some camera pictures of them. So apparently his name's Henry Jr. Chalhoub.
I'd like to know how this knothead got his $1 billion, because I'm going to guess it was Mama's money, that he inherited Mama's cologne factory or something. Because you got to figure, if you're young enough to date Camila Cabello, you are not a billionaire on your own.
Sure.
Mama, she owned like a Volvo plant or something.
I have that information for you.
How did he get his money?
He's an heir.
Yeah, I told you.
To the Chalhoub, whatever his last name is, group, which is the Middle East's largest retail operator.
This dude is not a
retail operator.
Yeah.
So just like we said,
Walmart.
He inherited Mama's Walmart chain. Okay.
He doesn't look good at all.
He's not cute?
He's not cute, no.
Describe him. What does he look like? What celebrity does he look like?
Kind of like a knockoff, lighter skin version of Drake, almost.
Okay.
Look, just look knockoff version.
He looks a lot better standing on his wallet.
Right,
yeah,
probably.
he does.
Right, I'll date him.
Most people do.
He's not cute. He looks like a guy. He just looks like a dude.
Yeah, I'm glad he looks like a guy.
Anybody would date a billionaire if they were fugly. Can you imagine? Yachts, Disney World, fast passes, Branson, Missouri.
Passes?
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Do all that stuff.
Wow. No, he's not unattractive.
He's not Shawn
He's
Mendes.
better looking in certain pictures, that's for sure.
He's not Shawn Mendes.
Well, no, he's not. Shawn Mendes is like the hottest dude ever.
Remember when we had David Harbour in the radio station?
Yes.
Maybe 5-ish years ago during Stranger Things?
He was so funny.
He was the sheriff at Stranger Things. David Harbour strayed from his 4-year marriage to Lily Allen. She discovered he created a secret profile to search for dates on Raya, which is where they met in 2019.
That's a bummer. I loved
Man,
They got married in like Vegas, and then they got in and out afterwards, and they took pictures, and I have those pictures like all over my wedding Pinterest board because it's so cute. His wedding.
How dumb can you be? You made a secret profile on Raya.
Secret.
Raya is like where all the celebs, well, not celebs, a lot like the D-list celebs go to, or hot Instagram models get on Raya. So you think you're just going to be David Harbour on Raya and nobody's going to be like,
nobody's going to notice,
think he's married.
That's a really good point, Jenny. Okay, last year, Psychic Nikki successfully predicted that J-Lo and Ben Affleck would divorce. Also, they claim, and I don't know, the psychics always claim that they predicted some happening, but there's never really any audio of them doing it.
Like, I said that would happen.
I know celebrities that have, like, psychics that have predicted, like, 9/11 and the coronavirus, and it's like, really? Yeah, I did too, now that I think about it. Anyway, so here's what she has predicted for celebrities for this year. J-Lo accepts a billionaire's marriage proposal. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky will take the next step. Newly divorced Brad Pitt proposes to his girlfriend of more than a year.
Sheesh.
Lady Gaga gets married. Ariana Grande becomes pregnant and engaged to Ethan Slater. Who's Ethan Slater?
He's the guy in Wicked that left his family and she left her husband for each other.
He also plays
He's
SpongeBob on Broadway.
SpongeBob.
Oh, really? Okay.
Bad prediction, but okay.
And another one, Taylor Swift flaunts an engagement ring from Travis Kelce, and there's a baby on the way.
No.
I don't know that Taylor Swift is really interested in having a baby.
Mhm.
I think she's so enjoying life and having her career right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she wants to become a mom one day.
Maybe.
I don't know.
She probably has to plan it like I feel like some actors and actresses plan pregnancies where like if they have a project coming up, they are like, well, I probably can't get pregnant right now. And so she probably is like, well, this is my window.
Yeah.
Like, and
This
then
is
the
it.
next window won't be for 5 more years after I kick off the next big tour, you know?
Yeah. Well, she's 35 years old now, so she's getting to what they call geriatric pregnancy.
I think she's already in it.
Yeah, I think you're right. That is The Dirt, brought to you by Nicolay Law Offices. Remember, you are never more than 30 minutes away from winning the KDWB Ultimate Tickets, so stay here to win that. We'll give you details coming up. We'll be right back with Think Fast, a little game we play to get our brains fired up for the week, and we'll do that coming up in a minute. Let us know if there's anything you need. Send me a text at KDWB1. By the way, today is National Take Down the Christmas Tree Day.
Yes, please.
We did that the other day, and a big birthday today. One of my favorite actors of all time.
Yeah?
One of the funniest comedians of all time.
Wait for it.
Mr. Bean is 70 years old.
Oh, big day for him.
You can save money on your carpet cleaning by doing it yourself and getting bad results with that rug monster that they rent down at the grocery store. Or you can save some real money and get zero res quality results. Check this out. For the month of January, Zero Res is doing their biggest and best sale of the year. 24% off all services. That's everything from carpet cleaning to air duct cleaning to your dryer vent, all of those things. Zero Res doing it during the month of January for 24% off of everything. I've been using Zero Res for years because I'm accident prone and I spill things and stains get on the carpet. I got a cat and a dog. You got kids or a partner, or you just live life on your carpet, which we all do. Your carpet needs and will love Zero Res. Don't try to do it yourself. Save money a better way. 24% off. 952-ZERO-RES or ZeroResMinnesota.com.
It's just like my car radio on my phone.
Adding presets is so much fun.
Join the millions already on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Seeing lyrics in the app is incredible.
It's so easy to use.
Nice job, iHeart.
Find out what everyone's talking about and get the new and improved free iHeartRadio app today.
It's a new year. No parking spots at the health club because everyone is working on their resolutions. And we know how that usually turns out. Make this year different. Upgrade from a New Year's resolution to a New Year's renovation with Custom One. Visit CustomOneMN.com to start your project, transforming a pain point in your home into something that makes you proud. The award-winning experts at Custom One will use only the highest quality products while providing the highest level service. Visit CustomOneMN.com. Custom One. Home comes first.
2025 has begun. Are you ready to fill this year with new friendships, thrilling experiences, and endless fun? Well, join Events and Adventures, the social club for singles looking to connect and create lasting memories together. From karaoke to bonfires to hibachi and international adventures, you'll have countless opportunities to meet new friends and even find that special someone. It's time you live a life you love and make 2025 your best year yet with Events and Adventures. Visit eventsandadventures.com today to get started. Events and Adventures has been bringing singles together one adventure at a time for over 30 years. We host 30 awesome events for our singles each month to upgrade their social life and help them live a life they love and even find love along the way. Our singles enjoy trivia nights, mountain biking, and international trips like Easter Island and Belize, to name a few. Join our vibrant community of singles and open the door to new connections, thrilling experiences, and endless possibilities. Visit eventsandadventures.com today to get started.
Selling your house in the winter is easy with a guaranteed cash offer from Chris Lindahl Real Estate. There are no showings, no repairs, and you can leave everything you don't want behind. It's truly as is. The guaranteed cash offer is the fastest way to sell your house.
My son lives out in Las Vegas. He's 23. The most he keeps a job is for maybe 6 months. All of a sudden, he has money. And I'm thinking, well, where's this coming from?
Yeah.
Last time I saw him, he had a brand new phone. Then he just got a new BMW 2 Series. So I went out with my friend for dinner the other night, and she kind of jokingly said, oh, he must be a gigolo. And I'm thinking, a what?
Now that's a big leap because I don't think that any parent would like to think that their kid is a
gigolo.
is a gigolo.
A gigolo, that's just a male prostitute, correct?
It's a polite word or a different word for a male prostitute.
Okay, because I always just think of somebody wearing the whole, but maybe I'm thinking of a pimp in the outfit with the hat.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Nick Cannon's song, I'm a gigolo. That's what I was really thinking.
There was a whole show on gigolos in Vegas that I used to watch.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was on Showtime, like, I don't know, 10-ish years ago.
How do you ask if your son or if anybody is a gigolo? Like, do you just straight up say it, or is that offensive? Or
Well, I don't think you would ever tell your mom that you are.
like,
Yeah, I'm thinking this saying, like, so how are you getting this money?
Amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text THRIVE to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text THRIVE to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text THRIVE to 200-300. That's THRIVE to 200-300. THRIVE to 200-300.
From the Nicolay Law Studios, KDWB FM, Ridgefield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeart radio station. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
My prediction for you for 2025 is you're going to keep that New Year's fitness resolution and not drop off this time because you're going to have help from Snap Fitness. That's what I see for you in 2025. Snap Fitness is going to help you set realistic goals and, more importantly, stick to them like I have. 24/7 gym access and the very cool member-exclusive Snap app and an encouraging and supportive community. This is the year. It's time to feel your best. It's for the feeling. snapfitness.com/KDWB.
Watching Clorox cleanup spray dissolve tough grime in the shower feels like...
Wait, this really just happened? I'm shocked. Underwear and everything?
It feels like being able to zip up your overpacked suitcase on the first try.
Smooth.
With Clorox, clean feels satisfying. Clean feels good. Use as directed.
From the 612 Injured Traffic Center.
We have delays on 494 eastbound from West Bush Lake to France and westbound from 35W to Penn. There's a stall 35W southbound at 66th on the right shoulder. The Lafayette Freeway slowed northbound from the Lafayette Bridge up to 94. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Dave's New Year's resolution? Not to be so damn boring. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Hey, I played pickleball on Saturday night.
Yeah, at home. You didn't go out and play pickleball.
No,
and
I got a home pickleball. I got a home pickleball set.
Yeah.
Got it for Christmas. It's actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Practicing my dinks.
In your dinks.
My dinks and my volleys, you know. Check out our Weekend in 5 photos. See what we did this weekend and get to know us a little bit more.
Yeah.
On DaveRyanShow.com. Bailey, Vaunt, Jenny, and me, Dave. Vikings lost yesterday. I was looking forward to this. I made a crock pot dinner yesterday.
Did you bring any in?
Nah, no. I brought in Susan's leftover payway.
Oh, that sounds so good, though. I love payway.
Might have been Leanne Chin. I'm not really sure.
Well,
what's payway?
Yeah, payway is like it's like fancy Leanne Chin. It's so good.
Are they even open anymore? I don't know. They're not that fancy. They're still walk-up counter service.
Yeah, but it's delicious. Yeah, they're still open. Maybe I'll go to payway today. That's a kind of a
Okay,
drive.
big plans as Bailey plans her day on the show today.
This is very exciting.
And then, like everybody else who was like, I don't know. I was really hoping the Vikings, I hope they would win, and they just could not
Says
get
the
anything
guy
going.
who bought a Detroit Lions jersey.
Yeah,
but that was before the Vikings started doing really, really well.
They had been doing very
were
well.
really
We just
well.
bought it
I
like 2
know.
weeks ago.
All right. Don't stop being right, Jenny. I hate it.
I'm always right.
Let's do Think Fast on KDWB. Jenny is hosting. Who
I am
is
hosting.
who is playing today?
Who feels like their brain is working real good today?
I'll play.
Dave's
You wanna
is
play?
and Vonta's.
Yes.
Dave's and Von's.
I
Okay.
fell and hit my head yesterday.
I was going to say, maybe not Bailey, and definitely not me, because I'm happy I'm hosting, because I didn't get any sleep last night. And if you didn't get any sleep, it's the Mondayest Monday, go to Holiday Station stores and get a Monster Energy drink. It's
Ooh.
buy two, get one free, so bring one for your coworkers, too, as you go back to work and you cry. Anyways, here we go.
Ready.
These are things you do in January. Something you do at the beginning of January that starts with R.
Resolution.
Yes, Dave, on the board. Something you watch on TV in January that starts with P.
Pole dancing.
What?
Pole dancing.
What,
You
Jenny?
do that year round, so I'm
Yeah.
not giving that to you.
What's your answer?
Playoffs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was like, huh?
Something weather related that happens in January that starts with B.
Brrr.
No, don't give him that. I don't know what the answer
What
is,
are
but
these answers, David?
Blizzard.
Yeah.
No.
don't give him
Blizzard
that.
wouldn't work. No, he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Right now, what? Dave has one?
2.
Yes, Dave has one.
Oh, yes.
Only one. Something you might take your kids to do in January that starts with I.
Ice
skating.
Vaughn.
Oh, my God.
Had to get on the board.
Something crazy people do in January that starts with P.
Fishing with a P, with a PH.
Sorry.
Polar plunge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good answer.
For polar plunge. It was pretty specific, though. Okay, that's all I'm doing for January.
Okay.
Now, this is kind of just a little bit of a speed round. Things you'd give up in the new year that starts with H.
Hooch. The hooch.
You're too slow.
What's wrong with you?
This is not the speed round, apparently.
No.
No, you're not getting that. You were too slow. Hoarding would have been a good answer.
Or hot dogs.
Why would Dave get that?
He needs to work on that.
I know.
Things that you'd give up in the new year that starts with I.
Ignorance.
I'll give it to Vaughn.
Yes.
I'm going to run out.
She's gonna
here
run out of
pretty soon.
questions. Bring up some old ones.
Okay. Something you'd give up in the new year that starts with D.
Drugs.
Driving.
Yes, Dave. Good job.
Oh, or drinking. Dang
you
it.
can't give up driving.
You
Vaughn.
can.
Okay. Something you'd give up in the new year that starts with F.
Farting.
Yeah, I'll give you farting.
Nobody can give that up.
Watch me.
Well, it's not like necessarily you're going to give it up forever. You're just going to try to give it up. Something you'd give up in the new year that starts with G.
Grinding.
You guys are so bad.
What did
today.
you have, Bailey?
I'm not playing.
Any other day you have answers.
Gambling. Gambling would have been a good one.
Okay.
Mhm,
Gout.
mhm. Yeah.
Giving that up.
I got the gout.
Gosh.
Now, the answer I have for this, Dave will never give this up, but something you'd give up in the new year that starts with J.
Just ordering anything you see on Amazon or TikTok or
that answer,
Instagram.
so I'm giving it to
Junk.
you.
Vaughn's at 4, Dave's at 2.
No, I had judging.
Oh, well.
You love to
yeah,
judge.
we all say we don't judge, and then you leave, you turn your back, and
Oh, we
start
all do
judging.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of the nature of the. If you get on the airplane and the captain's drunk, do you go, well, you know what? They seem like a nice lady. I'm going to go ahead and fly. No, you judge all the time. Yeah,
Okay. Moving on. Right now, the score is Vaughn 4, Dave 2.
that's how we survive.
Something you'd give up in the new year that starts with A.
Alcohol.
Yes, thank you, Dave. My God, I was going to be like, where are you? Check your pulse.
That's not what I was going to say.
Something you'd give up in the new year that starts with L.
Losing.
What did you say, Vaughn?
Losing.
You can't
Who do
give
you
up
think-
losing.
I had nothing else, Jenny.
Okay,
It's
well,
okay.
okay,
It's
we're
Dave.
giving it to Dave. It's tied 4-4.
4-4.
All right, something you'd give up in the new year that starts with K.
Kite flying.
No.
I'm over it in 2025.
I hate it.
I don't love my answer
so
for this, so
toxic.
maybe I should have given it to you, but I put Karen. You're going to give up being a Karen, you know?
okay.
You're not going to be bitching about everything else.
No, you wouldn't give up kite flying. That brings joy.
All right, you guys are kind of losing in this round, so we're going to move on to just your basic
Thank
cast
you.
at this point.
Lord.
Something that you sip that starts with a C.
Cocoa.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Good
okay.
job, Dave. A word with double D's in it.
Body.
What?
No.
Diddy.
Nope. Diddy is a good one. Yep. Give it to him.
No, he was too slow.
What?
I love body yaddy yaddy.
Yeah. I was going to say waddle.
You're not playing, remember?
I'm not playing.
Zip it over there, Bailey.
Shush.
Okay, Dave has 5, Vaughn has 4. Right, Bailey?
Yes, correct.
A breakfast food that starts with E.
Eggs.
Yes. Nice. Wow, we're keeping it close. Something you'd find at a makeup store that starts with M.
Mascara.
Vaughn, I'm not giving you makeup.
You find it at a makeup store. Okay, give it to him. I don't care.
Okay. Game point for Dave.
Yeah.
Name an artist whose name starts with H.
Julio Iglesias.
No,
that's a J.
And that's Enrique Iglesias, dummy.
Harry Styles.
His dad is Julio.
Oh.
Yeah. Harry Styles is a better answer.
How about Houdini? Talk about art.
A part of your body that starts with N.
Nose.
Dave gets it. That's a Dave.
Dave got it by a hair, and you
By
won,
a
Dave.
nose.
Congratulations.
This is the weirdest round of Think Fast.
It was our first one of the year. We're still rusty.
We are rusty. Okay, it is time now for this huge announcement.
Microphone check. Your chance to win the KDWB Ultimate Ticket happens now. Talk back the keyword on our iHeartRadio app and tell us why you want the KDWB Ultimate Ticket. Show. That's show.
You are going to go to the show. You're going to go to like 8 or a dozen different shows. These are just some of the shows you're going to go to if you win the ultimate ticket. So how do you play this game? It's simple. On the iHeartRadio app, there's a red microphone button. If you haven't opened the app lately, then go to KDWB. There's a red microphone button on the live stream. What is that thing? Well, you tap that. It leaves you 30 seconds to leave us a talkback message. Make sure in the message you include the word show. You say something like, hi, this is Jenny from Glencoe, and the keyword is show, and I can't wait to go see Teddy Swims. Whatever. Just make sure you include the word show in there. We'll get your message. We will randomly choose a winner, and you will get the ultimate ticket, which is tickets to pretty much if Billie Eilish comes, you're going to go see Billie Eilish. Mm-hmm. If Cher comes, you're going to go see Cher. I'm just throwing out names now. Go do that, and good luck.